Hello and welcome to the Bright Show right here on ATU TV. I go by name Bright Boache, and we're just going to continue the episode we started last week. That is university success, how to succeed in university. And today we're going to delve more into time management, the power of networking in university, financial management for students, and planning your career while in school. You know, it's very important for you to plan your career while in school. So today I have here with me His Excellency, not Mr. QUAYSON, His Excellency Samuel QUAYSON. Hello, His Excellency.
Yeah.
You're welcome to the Bright Show.
Thank you very much.
You're looking so. If I'm calling your bank, I make us gorgeous.
All right.
Awesome.
But my name is QUAYSON SAMOULRENE. I like it when you arrange it that way.
Yeah, but the SAMOULRENE, no,
it's SAMOULRENE.
Okay, SAMOULRENE.
So you just add the SAMOULRENE.
Okay, but how about Mr. QUAYSON?
Mr. QUAYSON is easy, normal, and I love it when you call me.
But right now we can't call you Mr. QUAYSON again because you are.
But then I would still like you to call me Mr. QUAYSON.
But I think the title should be there. Yeah.
All right. If that's what you want, I think that's also cool. Yeah.
Anyway, we have our freshers here. Right now, they are, I'll not say they are level 100 students. They are still freshers.
Yes.
Because they are now about to do their matriculation. So after the matriculation, that's why we can say that they are all in level 100 now.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Mr. QUAYSON, before we delve into today's discussion, this is your second time coming to the Bright Show. The first time was when you were about to aspire for the position of the presidency. Yes, and God being so good, you got the vice president. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so when you came to the show, you said a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of things. I asked you that what motivated you to aspire for the position? Then you were like, what motivated me was the challenges and the problems on campus. And you would spearhead all of them and then resolve them. And up to now, we've not seen anything. I have not seen anything personally. I don't know if you are working behind, I don't know. So one of the problems that you made mention was students, sometimes when they are in class, they don't hear what the lecturer says. And you were like, okay, I'm going to restore PA system to resolve this problem. Yes, and up to now, I've not seen anything. We have our freshers on campus now. So what are you doing? Is it that you are doing something behind that we don't see? Can you tell me something about it?
Well, I think, as you said, it's rightly true. I was here sometime back last year, right?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, we had a Bright Show where you asked me a lot of questions regarding what motivated me, and I remember telling you that, you see, if you come to AT, one of our major problems is that student goes to class to study. At the end of the day, when the lecturer is teaching them, they find it very difficult to hear.
Yeah.
And that is why I spoke to you about the PA system installation in the various large lecture halls. And as you rightly said, it's true. As of now, you have not physically seen anything with regards to the PA systems. But then I can tell you that, you see, when you start administration, you have to take the promises you made into books. That's the budget you are going to draw. And after you draw your budget, you take the project you would want to do. Every single project that you need to do has to go to the Director of Works.
Okay.
As we speak, I can boldly tell you that we've presented to the Director of Works, and management has accepted for us to do the PA systems. And we have actually started the processes, the procurement process, because you see, before you procure anything, it has to go through the procurement process. And that is what we are doing. I can say between February ending March I think it should start. We should start seeing the technicians on board working. Okay. And that is what I can say, because I believe that's the work we are doing. You see, if you come into SRC, you see problems and you are not able to solve it, I think you haven't done anything.
Exactly.
Especially if you saw our flyers moving around, policy flyers. It was also one of it.
Yeah.
The PA system is one of our major policies and our major concern, and we will see to it solved before we leave the administration. Yeah. That's what I can say.
That's good. That's good. Because I can say to it that a lot of students fail academically because they don't understand what the lecturer says in class.
What they hear itself, they don't hear.
That is the problem.
Yes.
So I think you bringing those projects will help the student to succeed academically. And there is also one of the ways of succeeding in the university. That is awesome. But today, what we are going to delve more into is time management. Time management. It is very important for each and everybody to know how to manage his or her time. Because if you don't manage your time well, someone will just misuse your time anyhow.
Yes.
So it's like you are going to a certain country, you don't know there, you don't have any map. Since you don't have any map, you just get there, you are moving around just like that. You are just wasting your time. But if you've planned for yourself, if you've set a goal for yourself, you will know how to manage your time. All right, so Mr. QUAYSON, is there any tips that you would love to give it to us? But before that, time management, how do you understand it?
Well, you see, when we talk about time management, it has a broad surface. Because if you're talking about time management, sometimes you talk about normal time management, and we have a crucial time management and effective time management. That is equal as a crucial time management. If you're able to manage your time well, it's about knowing what you want to do and when you want to do them.
What you want to do and when you want to do them. Okay.
This is what is actually good for you. To me, if you see, as you talk about time management, for university students, it's very important for all of us to know that time management is key. If you do not pay attention to your time with regards to what you want to do, at the end of the day, you will end up not doing most of the things because you would have paid attention to a particular thing. You will just finish that thing and you will leave more of it. Practically, let's say I had some points jotted down, but then before I go into that, let me just give the surface. Practically, if you take students, because it's the students we are referring to here, the university students really have a lot of things to study. You only have a lecturer teaching a particular course, but then the students is one. You need to learn all the lectures, everything they are teaching. And that is where it becomes very crucial for the students. That is where if you're a student and you do not sit down well to structure your things well, to know when to do what you have to do. I would say to have effective time management, one of the things that you have to pay attention to is scheduling your timetable. You see, sometimes
having a personal timetable.
Yes. You schedule your personal timetable as you stated it. You see, as a student, you have to have your personal timetable. And sometimes you make these mistakes of thinking personal timetable is basically only about the courses you are doing and the time you want to learn that particular courses. But when we talk about time management, it's very broad. When we say personal timetable, it's very broad. It goes beyond only the things you have to read. You have to be able to add in the timetable even the time you want to eat. If you know the time you are going out, if you know that if I step out of my room 5 a.m. to 7, if I step out of my room 5 a.m., I'm supposed to come back 7 a.m. Wherever you go, when you are there, you'll be checking your time. Because you know, if you're able to come 7 a.m., you'll be able to eat before 8 a.m. You'll be able to learn before 10 a.m. With that, you have structured your time based on what you have on your timetable. So if you are going there, you know that this place I'm going
to spend
I have this
minutes
here. I have to go this time and make sure I'll come. So when you're able to go by the time that you are having on your personal timetable, what I'm trying to say is that on your personal timetable, it shouldn't only be the courses you are reading. Because
your
if
personal
it is,
lifestyle.
yes, if it is only the courses you are studying, you will go to a beach and you will spend time into your personal timetable that you think is only about the courses. Let's say you want to go to a beach, let's say 2 p.m. and you have class, on your timetable, you have a particular course you have to study at 4 p.m. You might go there, and at the end of the day, because you didn't schedule the time for you to come back, if you go to that beach, you will end up eating into the time you have to use to study. And that is why it's very important for us to know that if not for anything, before every semester starts, because when you come to time management, after scheduling personal timetable, another thing you have to also look at is early planning.
Early planning, okay.
Do you get it? You have
like goals.
Yes.
Daily goals or something.
Yes. You have to plan early. Before because if there is this thing that you want to achieve, that is academics excellence. If you want to achieve academic excellence at the end of the semester or at the end of the academic year, you must also know that you have to plan early before the academic semester starts. So even though you didn't plan before the semester started, or you're a fresher and you just entered, you must plan now. If you're able to plan now, it's not too late. If you're able to plan now, you'll be able to catch up with all the time that you lost as at the time you didn't start. So this is where I was saying you plan early, and in the planning early is where you bring the timetable in. Okay. So if you're able to plan early, you bring the timetable in. And one other thing too that you also have to look at is if you have your personal timetable, and you, let's say in the beginning of the semester, you had a timetable that you'll be using every week. I believe timetables are meant weekly activities. So the next week is just repetition of what you did last week. It's just some few things that will be changed based on your schedules. Yes. So if you have the timetable for the week, you know Mondays I go here in the morning till the evening, you know everything, so you just enter. I think I cannot give everybody the personal timetable you have to get, but then generally you should know what you normally do on each day daily to know daily activities. If you know your daily activities, you will be able to know what to put at each section of your timetable. You know that normally from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. I do this. Okay. You put it there. And if you are able to structure your timetable well, and one thing that you also have to look at when you are structuring your personal timetable is you must know when it suits you best when you are studying. Yeah. Everybody has the time that if you study, you really understand it.
And a lot of people also say that when you study in the afternoon, it doesn't go.
It doesn't go well.
So the morning and evening.
Yes.
Evening class sometimes is a problem.
Yes. We have some people that they cannot actually study and understand in the morning. But then in the evening, when they sit down to study, they consume the enter. And they have the retain. Some people, if they study in the morning, they will understand, but it will be hard to recall later. Some people, when they study in the evening, it's straightforward. So
you think the reason is that, you see, when you study in the evening, you are going to sleep. So the material that you learned, it will consolidate for you to recall or remember the following day.
Yes, but it doesn't work for everybody.
Okay.
Everybody and his time to study. That is why it is good as a student to study your system. If you study your system, you will get to know when, if you learn, it really sticks. Because me personally, let me use myself. If I study in the morning, I will understand. But then recalling becomes difficult. Personally, I can't study in the daytime. I can't study in the morning, afternoon, or anything. Yeah, that is why it's good for me. You see me around all the time. In the evening, I can't study. The best time for me to study is only at dawn.
Midnight.
1 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is the best time. If I study, I know if I am able to wake up 1 a.m. to study. By 4, 5 a.m., I just take some nap. 6, I wake up, then I will start the daily activity.
You have to study yourself.
You have to study your system. Knows the best time that works for you when it comes to studies. If you're able to know this, when you are scheduling your lesson activities, that's
the daily
activities on your personal timetable, you will know when to put which course. You will know that at dawn, that's when I will study. So let me put these 2 courses. But one thing my teacher, one of my beloved teachers, favorite teachers in SHS, one thing he told me that has always stuck in my head is that as a student, if you're able to study at least 4 hours in a day, you are a successful student.
Wow.
You have 24 hours. Just use 4 to study, and you are a successful student.
But wait, we go to lectures.
Yeah.
We use 3 hours, then we go for break, another 3 hours. So in a day, we learn like more than 9 hours.
What you have to know is that sitting in class is different from studying.
Okay.
You go to class to learn. You go there to be taught. The mind, our brain does not process whatever they are teaching you at that moment.
Yes.
You just get the, how do you call it, the surface of the whole thing.
The picture of,
but then as a good student or as a concerned student to your own self, when you go home, you find at least
better place,
correct time that suits you to study. We are fortunate enough that when it comes to the university system, we don't actually do Monday to Friday. At least you come Monday, Tuesday, you might not come Wednesday, Thursday, you are done. So you'll be having, at least you go to class at most, I think it will be 4 times in a week.
Yeah.
So you will have some days left.
Breaks.
Even if you say, we have some people that will be like, I would like to be free for like 3 days and I'll learn in the subsequent days after the 3 days. It's your system. If you understand that is how it works for me, we are cool to go.
Okay, so those who don't know how to manage their time, all the time they procrastinate.
Yes.
Instead of them doing their work today, they know that they'll submit it on Friday because Thursday is free. They'll be like, Thursday. I'll do it tomorrow.
Thursday in the evening.
The following day, I'll do it. Before you realize, not anything.
Right, there is that is also one thing that students really need to look out for, procrastination.
So how can they overcome that?
When it comes to procrastination, to overcome procrastination is to be sincere and truthful with yourself. If you are sincere and truthful with yourself, if you know there is this thing I have to take and put it here, and you know yourself that tomorrow I might not be able to do it, but then you will still tell yourself that I will do it tomorrow. If you are sincere with yourself, you will not postpone it. You'll be like, let me just do this thing today. And one thing that you have to put in your mind, if you are that type of a person that always do procrastination, is that what if tomorrow doesn't come?
Yeah.
It should be on your mind all the time.
What if tomorrow doesn't come? And they'll be like, if tomorrow doesn't come, they'll say,
if tomorrow doesn't come, it doesn't basically mean what if you sleep and
you don't wake up.
Or what if God comes and takes the earth? No. What if tomorrow doesn't come? That I mean is that what if the time you are scheduling for tomorrow, there is something else that needs your urgent attention, that you have to leave whatever you plan for that tomorrow. When I was in GHS, there is this teacher that we were always having. And you see, that time we do morning classes, you pay. Like 1 city, 2 city. And when he comes around to collect the money, you see, most of the students will be like, oh, say tomorrow. The teacher will say that, let me tell you, tomorrow will come right now. If you say tomorrow, tomorrow will come. And the next day when he comes around, I said, you said tomorrow, right? And tomorrow is today. So the tomorrow you are talking about can be today. It takes some few hours to reach that tomorrow you are postponing to.
Yeah. And one problem or one thing that stops them from succeeding is if they say tomorrow, assuming they've been given an assignment to do or a project work to do, and they say tomorrow, maybe the following day you have lectures. The lecturer will give you assignment.
Another assignment to sophisticate
you. It. Then before you realize, now baby, and going to do a crown, like you won't have that.
When the things becomes compiled plenty too, it's really difficult doing all of them, because that's when you also become lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there is this thing I studied as determination and persistence.
Mm-hmm.
Any student that is determined needs to be persistent.
Mm-hmm.
They say determination without persistence is just some waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are determined as a student, you have to persist. And in your persistence skills, you cannot be procrastinating all the time.
Okay.
If you know that, yes, I have to succeed. If you give your assignment today, if you go home, and you know per your schedule, because before the assignments will come, remember we have already spoken about scheduling your personal timetable. So before the assignments, you already have your personal timetable there.
Okay.
You know the time you have to attend to assignment. Attending to assignment is different from the time for studying. So when you are planning, when you are doing your personal timetable, it should take you more than a week to get a correct personal timetable you need.
But sometimes
because you must have the time for even attending to assignments, which is different from the time you sit down to study.
So those who use AI to plan their timetable, is it good?
I will not say it's not good, but then I will also say that it depends on what you feed AI. AI gives response based on what you feed him. AI has become part of us. It helps us a lot in so many fields, especially when it comes to university system. You just give them assignments and they just... my dad is a lecturer, and he always tell you that he loves it when you give him an AI answer.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But then if it is an assignment, you will come and defend it. You know why? He said, if AI gives you an answer, the answer really contains a lot. But it's up to you that you have to read it and understand it. Okay. Because the lecture notes that you're being given in class does not contain what the AI will give you. So if the AI gives you the answer, he's very happy. But then he expects you to read it before you bring it to him.
Exactly.
And I also learned from those things he normally say.
Wow.
It is very crucial for us to know AI has become part of us. But then we have to make good use of AI. It's good. When you feed AI, every morning I do this, in the afternoon I do this, in the evening I do this, I do this. And these are the courses I read. This is my favorite course. This is the one I don't understand. This is the one I understand. I want you to be scheduled. It depends on what you feed AI. You might be looking for one thing. You ask AI, I will ask AI, but AI will give us two different answers. Exactly. It depends on what you feed AI.
Okay, now let's look at career while in school. You see, a lot of people are in school, and like it seems like they will write exams, they will pass everything, but they don't know their career. They don't know why they are in school. Most of them. Some people don't know why they are in school.
That is true. Myself, when I was in level 100 and in my class, I kept asking people, what is medical lab about? I knew, you understand, but I wanted to find out if the students in my class knows what they are doing. You ask some people and they'll be like, we are about to know.
Like they're about to know how.
Yes, you purchase the form. Before I came to ATU, I did a lot of research because I was battling between cyber security and medical laboratory science. Which one to go with? So I had a lot of research, learning, and you also have to look at the career opportunities after the study of the program, and even the monthly salary those are the field are receiving. It's very important too. Why are you going to school? If you want to become successful in the future. The word successful contains a lot. It contains money as well. What is the major stakeholder of successful? To become successful in life, you have to be financially stable. So if you are choosing a program to study, I think it's best you do research on the program before, and the research should include the salary after school important. To know average salary they receive from their various work. Because if let's say you are paying fees of 4,000 per year and your salary does not even reach 2,500, it means that at the end of the day, even though you paid for just 4 or 3 years, but then I feel like the program is not helping you that much after school.
Yeah.
So we have to look at so many things when we are choosing our career. Career, some people really go to some states and you see them coming back to look for another career. You have your career, you plan that I want to become a medical laboratory scientist, and when you start level 100, 200, 300, you have to realize that this is not my field.
It's not working for you.
You understand? It means that you didn't do proper research before starting the program.
Okay.
Because if you do proper research, you have to take your time to learn. You can even go to YouTube to ask questions about that particular program. You will see videos, watch and understand what they do.
They even tell you the salary.
The salary, they will tell you. So before you do the course, you have to make sure you have gone through so many things.
Research.
And if you have already gotten admission and you are in class and you don't know what the program is about, you still have the chance to do that.
Yeah.
Because if you do it, as of now, if you do your research now, you get to realize, no, I'm at the wrong place. You have got to change your program. Before you wait to end the first semester that you have to defer your course and come this year, now is the time you can just do your research, get to know whether you are at your field. If you are not at your field, my friend, go to another place. I think the school will not stop you from doing that, except until some particular time after first semester examination and those things. That's when they will not allow you. So it is of very great importance for us to know that in choosing our career, research is key.
Research, okay.
You have to know what you are going to do.
In choosing a career, research is key.
It's key.
And when you are doing the research, you have to look at the salary. Very important.
Very, very important.
Yes. Now, let's look at networking. How, you see, the Lawangers are in, and they are trying to associate themselves with people, trying to create, some kind of harmonious environment. But some people also, they don't like, connecting with people. They feel like, I came here alone, so I'm just going to learn and then, go home.
This is how I will start addressing that particular issue. You see, in Ghana, we have some association called Unemployed Graduate Student Association. And they have a lot of members. And you see, if you go through or you have some sort of conversation with most of them, you get to realize they are those type of people you are talking about. They went to school by only going to the classrooms. After class, they go to the station or hostel. They take away. You see, sometimes you might be in a class with your employer, but then you have made it your mind that you will not actually connect with your employer because you don't know him. I'm not saying if you come to class, just go straight to people, let's talk, then you start talking. No, you also have to be very conscious about your security. And it's not everybody that you have to talk to.
Yeah.
But then you should know people, at least. And you see, one thing that also helps us when it comes to network. Networking is important. I will not lie to you. When it comes to the political field, we call it connections.
Connection.
Networking is very important.
Sometimes if you don't have the set crying out, then if you have the connection, straightforward you can get.
There is this thing, even though it is good if you don't have the certificate, networking can take you somewhere. But there is this conference I also went to. They told us this thing that's been on my mind. They said, if you have the certificate and there is no connection, you still won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But then if there is a connection and there is no certificate, at the apex level, you will still not be called. So it is very important for us to look at both of them.
Okay.
You have to build your own capacity while you are connecting with people. Okay. You have to make sure that in as much as you feel you want something in the future, I want to work at the immigration, you have to make sure as you're on campus, you are studying, you are having a proper certification that at the end of the day, if they are taking connection people there, the man said this thing, he said if the connection come at the immigration and they take you there, and let's say another government comes into power and he says that I'm taking all the connection people out, you cannot be taken out just because your qualifications are perfectly alright. Because you still fit to be there. But then you went there through connection. So it is good for you to make sure that you're having a correct CGPA to help everything. And also you fight for the connection. Wow. Because we have people with first class who are still home.
Yeah.
Third class is working, collecting 5,000 per month.
So you have to work on the connection and then also work on your certificate as well. It's very, very
one
important.
Other thing too that in terms of connection, you have to take it very serious. It's extracurricular activities.
Entertainment and the rest.
Extracurricular activities is not basically about entertainment. So debate society, ATU student parliament. You have to affiliate yourself with the team and the TESCON. These groups of people are like family. If you go to debate society and they are having their training sessions and things, they are like family. But then you get to get people more closer to you. You get to build our connections. ATU debate society went to Uganda of late. Yeah. That is the connection. That is the connection. You might meet somebody there. It's a conference. Yeah. You get to take people's contacts. You get to connect with people. And at the end of the day, you are building a proper networking. That when you complete school, you don't have to go and stay home. If you join ATU student parliament, at the end of the day, they go around to so many schools for parliamentary debates and stuff. They organize conferences, they invite, we have mock parliament. During the mock parliament sections, we go to the conference center, you have the Speaker of Parliament, Ghana Speaker of Parliament, coming to sit down, deputy speakers, the clerks, and so. So if you pay attention to these extracurricular activities, these organizations, and you get yourself more committed to those ones as well, it will really help in building connection. Like Team TESCON. TESCON really normally organize programs on campus. Yeah. They invite their people. Team organize programs on campus. They invite their people. You are part of this family. You connect. By the time you leave the school, you know who is going to employ you. Yeah. All you need to do is to finish your NSS. Yeah. So it's very important to look at
for you to get a job, you have to yesterday. Yes. So the connection is very important. And also
very important.
Your academics is very, very important. So this is a great advice from our vice president. Yes. And so the Lewandres, you have to watch this video and then implement whatever you just heard, because it's very, very important. Now I would like you to end with the finance. How how can students manage their finance? Maybe in 2 sentences or something.
Well, it is very important for us to also note that finance is one of the major problems of most of the students. And when it comes to finance and managing your finance is very crucial to students. Maybe you are from financially drained family. You have to make sure that you know how much you have, how much you have to spend.
Okay.
This all comes together when it comes to having a budget as a student. It is not only department or SRC that needs to draw a budget. As a student, you have your budget for the week.
Personal budget for the
week. Budget helps us to drive away from unnecessary spending and overspending. If you know that if I go and buy a pack of rice, 30 cedis, and I have to eat 3 times a day, 60 cedis. And if you cook with 60 cedis, you can get food to eat more the next day. Yeah. Or if you gather food, it will help you. You have to budget. You have to go to market, go and buy foodstuffs and cook. If you are staying in the house and you know the time how you've been spending your money is beyond your income. Some people, they receive 500 cedis and that are meant for them for a week. Let's say 500 cedis for you for a week. Okay. And the money finishes in the first 3 days. And now they'll be calling people to borrow money. So the next money that will come, it is coming to us back. So you have to, so you have your budget. If you have your budget as a student that, I have to eat this amount of food, which costs this, then you'll be able to know how much you have to spend. If you know that, you know how to. And sometimes you are also, it's very important for students to also involve themselves in this student business and stuff. It also helps. There are some students that sell on campus, even though they say don't sell in a classroom. On campus, you can sell. So if you can, we have some people that do online businesses. They sell clothes, sneakers, and mobile phones.
Mini shipping.
You see, understand? They are all students. And if you see the income from your family is not enough to take care of you at the university, I'm not talking about your fees, but your upkeep. If you see, no, the income, no, Charlie, the amount of 200 cities you see for a week, one say, so you have to also know that, Charlie, you have to explore. The market is just here. You go around, find some customers. I want to do this, and I want to use you as my customer. And you start posting on your status groups, and you get people contacting you that, oh, Charlie, I don't buy this thing. I won't buy this. Then you just go and bring it, put your own on top, give it to them. You get some secular fee out B to help your finance. So if you be like, I don't want to do this, at the end of the day, you are the one that will be suffering and will be going. You see, because it's really embarrassing if you go to somebody that I need carry, I need this. It's not really. It's better you rather know how to financially manage yourself, become capable. Because if you don't do it that way, you actually find yourself wanting and be going to people for this. Sometimes it's really hard for me to do this, but then some people it's cool. But it shouldn't be cool. I advise that every single student will make sure that they have budget for whatever they want to spend in a week, and also look at if they can involve themselves in this student entrepreneurship. I remember I spoke to you about this thing sometime when I get student entrepreneurship, supporting them in this thing. If they will involve themselves in this thing, I think we have all of these things coming up.
Okay.
So it will help them.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, His Excellency. In fact, me myself, I've learned a whole lot from time management to budgeting. I mean, a whole lot. So yesterday, like this, I met 300 students and I asked them, what are we going? They were like, we're going to get food outside. I was like, really? Then I intentionally asked the lady. She's called Ella. She's from
tricking the girl.
Oh no, I'm not tricking the girl. So I asked them that, do they not know how to cook? They were like, yes. Then I was like, so why don't you buy some, food stuff and then cook for yourself? They didn't mind me. They were like, oh, I'm hungry. So Ella and her friend Jill, this is a good advice for you to know how to budget your money, time management and everything. Thank you so much, Mr. QUAYSON, for joining us. My name is Bright Boache. Catch you same time next week. And next week is going to be so amazing. Bye-bye.
Bye.